Hey everybody, it's Kate and it's day 16 of VEDA. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this now. Today we're talking about the three big topics that you kind of try to avoid in general conversation. Those topics are sex, politics, and religion. I'll start with sex. Sex to me isn't that difficult to talk about when it comes to like my friends and even my family. I don't mean in a gross like sharing all my details way. Just that doesn't bother me. You know, my family's very open, my friends are pretty open, but surprisingly, like, I'm really bad at talking about the specifics with my boyfriend, like in terms of what's going right, what's going wrong. It's actually a big issue for me that I've just discovered in this relationship. In my last relationship I could talk about anything, but this one I'm like so hesitant to talk about things, so it's kind of weird that this is actually a topic. You know, it's been really rough and it's hard to figure out how to handle it because I want to talk about it, but something holds me back, so that's kind of strange. Numbers 2 and 3, religion and politics. I had a really awful experience with my ex-boyfriend. He was obsessed with these two topics, and we would talk about them ad nauseum. And especially the religion was talked about really early on in the conversation and so seriously, and it was really like not healthy for what was like our relationship wasn't healthy at that point. So that's a sore spot for me. I don't mind discussing it with other people. In fact, up until that point I had become kind of like exploring my religion, so like I was talking about it with like people and it didn't really bother me. With my family I don't really bring it up because my dad and my brother are kind of like agnostic slash atheist, so it doesn't come up. So it really is just, that's just one of those things that it just doesn't come up in my life, so I don't talk about it with anyone, and I don't really feel the desire to. It's kind of the same with politics. Again, my ex was really into politics to the point where like his friends and he and I reluctantly that's what people would do at parties. Like, we'd all get together and we'd hang out for a while, and then eventually someone would make a comment, and then that's all we'd talk about. Just imagine a bunch of people sitting around talking about politics and arguing, because there were people who were hardcore conservatives and then liberals, and you'd just sit there and argue for the sake of arguing, not even trying to reach an agreement, just to be like, well, I'm more right than you are. Politics with anyone else is really not that big a deal. Again, it doesn't come up in our conversation. I don't have a problem talking about it with my family because they have similar viewpoints, so we do it. If it comes up, we talk about it. Same with my friends. Pretty much we're kind of on the same plane. Some of us aren't, but it doesn't, with my friends it doesn't come up. We don't talk about those things. Basically, I don't ever talk about any of these things with anybody except on rare certain occasions, so it doesn't bother me to talk about any of them really if I have to. Just when people are crazy, like my ex, then it becomes a problem. Anyway, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Love your faces. Bye.